We've no time for this.
Okay, fine. You can look at me, don't look at me. No, look at me, yeah. Don't look at me.
This is weird.
Just imagine you're being famous.
I am famous. I'm famous in the town of Cows.
For fighting.
Probably haven't been in a fighting fucking years.
Tell us how you met, Mum.
A young fellow one night wanted to go to the Oasis and I didn't want to go. He pleaded and begged and I didn't want to go. And then I decided, okay, I'll bring him. And I brought him. And he was looking at Deirdre's friend and he pointed her out to me and told me, there's a fine one there. And when I turned around and looked at her, she wasn't a very nice little lassie. She had lots of stuff to say. And I kind of dismissed her and turned away, and Deirdre came over and apologised on her behalf. And I said, by Jesus, there's the one with manners, which was a strange thing in a disco. And from then on, I met her, asked her to dance, and I had a date the following Saturday night, and the following week I was going with her. And 1 year after that night, we got married.
Think of one word to describe Mum. And then tell me.
Put me on the spot. I don't know. Oh shit.
It can be insulting if you want, as long as it's funny.
But like, no, it wouldn't be insulting. But it would just be, I don't know. The only word, like, all I could think of was mad. Contrary.
Best.
Best.
The very best.
Why?
Because she is, and nobody has to explain that. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like amazing, I think. It's the best one I can think of, I think, really.
Why?
Incredible. Because she just is, she's the best mom in the world. She works really hard and she's an inspiration to everybody, I think.
Fun. She's good at a crack. I'm not good at interviews.
Just talk shit to Cormac, like.
Talk shit to Cormac about man.
Self-sacrificing, I think, is a good word to describe Mum.
Why would you say that?
Because she seems to dedicate every minute of her life to helping other people and helping all of us. Kind of, her family are kind of the most important thing to her, and she doesn't really take any time for herself.
I guess she's patient is a good word to describe Mum, because, as I said, with the breaking the eggs and Dad being the one to do the scolding, she was just like, oh fuck it, he's eventually gonna grow up and stop breaking eggs. Little did she know.
Oh, what's your favourite childhood memory with Mum?
My best memory of Mom is the way that she was there for me whenever Noah was born. The day that Noah was born would be my favourite. But then I have like loads of memories of growing up. Mom was always with us. My whole childhood is a great memory because of Mom. Like, she made our whole childhood brilliant, like, all the time.
What was she doing on the day Noah was born that made it kind of...
I don't know, she was just there,
Yeah.
which was most important. Like, you know, it's the most important thing.
Cool. And can you think of the best memory of your mum?
The best memory I have of Mum is kind of a sad one because she's been a little bit of a douchebag in it. When we were younger, we were in the front garden and it was really sunny and we were eating ice pops. I had a chalk ice and I dropped it into the flower bed and it was covered in mud and soil and stuff, so I brought it over to Mum and I says, you have to clean my chalk ice. And she says, well, I don't know what you mean. How am I supposed to clean your chalk ice? And I said, you have to suck off all the mud and spit it out and give it back to me. And she kind of looked at me like, oh no, I don't want to do that. But she did it anyway, and she put the whole chalk ice in her mouth and sucked off all the muck. And she was like, handed it back to me, and she was like gagging and stuff like that. She didn't want to have soil in her mouth and stuff like that. That didn't go.
But she did it anyway.
Yeah. And she handed it back to me, and like she was taking orders from like a 4-year-old. It's kind of sad, but it just shows how she'd do anything to keep your kids happy, kind of. What's your favourite memory, your childhood memory with Mum?
This is actually easy. I was thinking about this yesterday, or the day before. Can't remember. I was thinking about though, the day we went to the cinema to see Garfield, and then we left the cinema, and then Mum was like, "Do you want to go see another movie?" And we went back in and seen Home on the Range, and I think that was actually like, I think out of all of my childhood memories, that's my favourite childhood memory.
Oh, that's a cool one. I always talk about that
He
one
was
as
talking
well.
about that as well, yeah.
Let's go twice to the cinema in one
Yeah.
day, like.
Both kids' movies.
Yeah.
And the thing is, she wanted to see those films more than we did.
We had some great times. I love when your mum laughs.
Mm.
When you hear her squealing with the laughing. You know, when she does that,
Yeah.
like, that's a great thing. I suppose in that alone, the little woman flying off the toilet.
Tell the story from start to finish.
The story, well, except there were Ronnie and Fola and Ronan we were going to Galway, and the next thing was we stopped off in Athlone, and we decided we'd go into this chip shop place for something to eat on the way. We were looking at the river and locks and different things on the river, and we were hungry, and we went into this place, and I said I needed to go to the toilet anyway. So there was an archway and 2 doors. There was a door to the right with the men's toilet, and the door on the left hand side of the archway with the ladies. So when I went over to the door, I opened the men's door to go to the toilet, and there was just, you opened the door and the toilet bowl was right there. There was no hallway and lobby as such as you went in. So I went to the toilet and came back out, but I noticed there were very old fashioned kind of locks on the door, and they were very stiff. So Deirdre says, I have to go to the toilet now too. So she went over to the lady's side, and she said to me, Billy, I can't open the door. I can't open the door. I said, bullet good and hard. I said, because the old locks are very stiff on them, they're old fashioned. So she kept pulling and pulling. She put her foot up against the wall and gave it a good yank, and this little old lady came flying off the toilet bowl, and a big bloomer around her knees, and lobbed her out into the middle of the shop. And she turned around and looked at me, and she let one of her little squeals to laugh. And the woman came out then after the meal, when we were sitting eating, and she keeps saying to her husband, look over at her, Pat. She's laughing, she's no manners, she's turp. And the more she gave out about your mum, the more your mum would laugh. You know, she couldn't believe it. The poor woman, God help her, it was a terrible thing to happen. But that was one funny thing, but there was hundreds of funny things.
Oh, I remember being really young. I think I was only about Joshua's age. We were in Inishgrone and we were running in the water in the sea. And she was really feckin' fast, so she wasn't, I couldn't keep up with her. And she was like swinging me around in the water and whatever. Like she was in the water, but she was holding my hands and like swinging me around. I think that's my favourite memory. Like, so it was great.
Going to Port Beach, having picnics.
Yeah. She made good sandwiches.
Good sandwiches. Good chicken fillets, stuff there at Coles. What else was a child, man? Going to Black Rock with Mum as well when we were kids.
Yeah.
Basically going to the beach.
Yeah, she'd take us everywhere, like every weekend.
When she had her own wheels.
Yeah.
Then have to come home and listen to Dad giving out. Not insulting him.
Do you think that your kind of relationship with Mum has changed since you've had kids? Like you're
Yeah,
supposed
but
to-
stronger.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I kind of understand more that, do you know what I mean? That why, like, do you know what I mean? Why things were, like, we always thought that, oh, Mum's so strict and everything, but actually she wasn't being strict. She was being, like, trying to protect us from the world, because the world is horrible, like, do you know what I mean?
So what are you holding there, Roisin?
Right here, got giant pocket watch, because story behind this here is 3 years ago I had an ordinary size pocket watch, and I begged Mum into buying it for me for like 8 months up until Christmas, because I seen one once and thought it was the most fancy thing you could have as a pocket watch, and brought it out one time and I hooked it onto my belt loop. I put it in my pocket, and then when I got home, Mum never took it off the belt loop. She washed it. And it all fell apart. Like the glue on the screen, the glass came off, and hands fell off. And so then, for Christmas this year, she decided she'd buy me a giant pocket watch. And the joke behind it was, this one I can't put in the washing machine. And that's
Brilliant.
how I got this.
What quality in Mum do you admire? What's your favourite thing about Granny? Is it her big head? Is there a fat head? Do you have a fat head?
Her work ethic. Go to work every morning at 5:30, come home, clean up the house after us, go back to work at 3 o'clock, go back, clean the house after us, sleep and do it all again.
And would she complain about it when she was doing it?
Fucking sure she would, but she'd still go and do it.
And did Meet Mum change your life? I'm not sure what changes.
Oh
it
yes,
made
she changed it. Look at the size of me.
her.
I was
She was okay.
8.5 or 10 stone when she met me.
Mm.
15 now, so I really am thriving.
Her best quality is that she's really funny. I think, definitely. Say happy birthday, Granny. Say it. I did do it, but now it's your turn.
Happy birthday, Granny!
Yay! And say love you, Granny. Yeah. Say, Granny, where's my lollipop? What else? What do we like about Granny? Does Granny take us to the shop? Yeah. What else does Granny do is great? No, she just takes us to the shop.
Yeah, it's the story of her life.
Shop.
I wouldn't say it's the thing I like most about Mum, but I don't know what the thing I like most about Mum is, but the fact that she can she goes to work every day. Obviously she has to because she's getting paid to go to work and whatnot, but the fact that she's like, I hate going to work, but I'll do it. And then when she goes out anywhere that she doesn't exactly want to go, she's like, fuck it, I'll go anyway. So even if she doesn't exactly want to do something, she'll do it if she knows that she should do it. So I think that's a good quality to have in a person.
Dedicated, absolute love for absolutely everybody. But if you step out of line, she will roll you back into it. There's no question about that. But then tomorrow, she wears her heart on her sleeve. Tomorrow, she'll help you.
Mm.
There's no question that she's very straight. Very straight. Sometimes maybe too straight. She's the most genuine person probably in the world. And she thinks never of herself and always of somebody else.
And the fact that she loves us probably too much, that she hasn't got anything for herself at Christmas yet. She had €1,000 worth of presents for her 30-year-old. You know, it's...
And you just grew up with it.
Yeah, I would go
Lucky with something this time.
Do you want red sauce then? Or
Oh, I'd love some.
your camera? Sorry about that.
Yeah. So Mum was always into Christmas when we were growing up.
Oh, it was worse with the years went by when the collection started to grow till we needed a second attic. We had to build an extension for the Christmas trees. 2 extensions for the Christmas trees. One to store them in and the other one to put them up. And Christmas dinner was always crazy.
Yeah, she spent hours preparing it, kind of.
2 days.
Yeah. Do you think when you do something stupid and Dad gives out, do you think Mum sticks up for you?
No, because it's usually Mum that gives out and then Dad just kind of goes, and then I shout at him and then it's just a 3-way argument then.
I don't think I'm not sure if I could use that because you just make a Dad look like a cunt.
Mum will love it.
Yeah, very good. It looks like he's enjoying it a little bit.
No! We'll be talking about Granny to the camera for Granny's birthday present.
Who would have a fight between an army of chickens and Mam?
Oh, man, 500 of them.
Like a revenge of the chickens. No, but if there was 1,000 chickens,
1,000 chickens.
yeah, that's twice as much as she could usually handle.
I'd still think, man.
Mm.
Yeah, but she'd like dig a bunker, climb into it with like all the butchery equipment,
Mm.
and a flamethrower. She'd jump out, cook 500 chicken!
Hilarious image.
Mum,
Mm.
she was the one to put KFC out of business before she left Coles.
Who do you think would win in a fight between Mam and an army of chickens?
Mom, baby. She wins every day.
Are you confident that Mam will always be there for you if you need her? Like,
Up until the point that if I ever take crack, I think crack will be the point where Mum's being like, okay, no, I'm just going to stop now. But I'll never get to crack, so I think
okay.
I'm safe enough.
How do you think she finds the time to help everybody and be there for everyone? Because she's everyone that knows her kind of.
I don't know how she finds the time. I don't think that she has any time for herself at all.
Yeah.
But everything she does is for everybody else. Like, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? She eats, sleeps and breathes her children. Like, do you know what I mean? That's all she thinks about. Like, even though we're adults, even though we're adults now, she still looks after us as if we're kids. And she looks after my kids as if they're her kids. Like, do you know what I mean? She's really good. And I think everybody just loves her as well.
Yeah.
Whoa!
She's kind of more of a help.
That's a 40-hour a week
Yeah.
sort of job. I don't know how she, between every one of us, especially Kira. Don't know how she does it.
Yeah.
She's always there for us though. If we need it. It's like, I need a lift into Kells because it's raining and I have no change for the bus. It'll be 20 minutes. Kira needs a babysitter. She'll be there in 45 minutes. Half an hour if the roads is right. If I can. Cormac needs something new there. She'll get that too.
Who's that? Luke!
Oh, do you remember the Barney bag?
Yeah, that was cool.
Tell us about the Barney bag.
Okay. As far as I remember, it was a blue bag. I think it might have had white spots.
It did.
Well,
Well, why did we have to describe the Barney bag? Tell us the story of the Barney bag.
no, you gotta let people get a visual image in their head of the Barney bag.
Okay. Was she, when you were a kid and you were like starting to play music and stuff like that, would she be helpful and did she motivate you to do it and stuff?
Definitely she motivated us to play. Well, me anyway to play music.
Mm.
She went out, got me the cymbals and stuff, drum lessons I needed.
Mm.
And if I can bought a drum kit for me. So wasn't for Mum, I probably wouldn't play music because Farrah's dad wanted me to be a carpenter.
What's the name of that? What is it?
No.
It's not hair.
No!
That part. What's the name of it?
Winky, 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 dinky, dinky,
What
dinky.
you see in there now? What's the name of that?
Love
What's in there?
Noah. Alright.
What's that? What's that called?
Oh, you listen.
She's kind of too nice to some people.
She's too nice to everybody.
Yeah.
And people take advantage of her.
Yeah.
Especially us.
What do you look forward to spending in the future with yourself and Mam?
Loads of money. If ever we get it.
He never buys anything in smoked all mine, Shane.
I bought 40
You did
cigarettes
not
and
at
2
Christmas.
packages. No!
When he didn't give me anything. When I was
40
off.
cigarettes and 2 packages of tobacco.
It's a video.
Oh, it's a video.
You're on the video. You're done. Thank God you gotta give it out to me.
Say thank you, Granny. You're welcome.
As Deirdre says, for the last decade, though, it was horrific.
Mm.
It was an horrific decade. And there was a lot of bad things. And then only today, I think she was discussing at the table, as you were aware, all the good things that happened.
Mm.
An awful lot of good stuff happened too. But any of the negative stuff that happened outweighed it on the inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I hope now that for the next 10 years that there's no more negative stuff and everything is forward.
The idea of making a documentary was kind of to see what other people thought, the other members of my family thought of Mam. I'd hoped to see far more people. I didn't. But I wanted to see what they thought of it, because I felt like Mam's entire life was dedicated to me and I was the centre of her life. But that's how everybody in the family feels. I didn't know how she would have the time to give anybody else any of her time, because that's how dedicated she was to me. But it turns out she's like that with everybody. You know that old saying, you can't be all things to all people? Well, Mam really is.